No, Sam. It's you. I'm sorry, Sam.
But he's a liar. He's poisoned you against me.
You can't help me anymore.
Throughout the second half of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, we see Frodo and Sam's relationship increasingly strained by one key disagreement: their views on relying on Gollum as their guide to Mordor. Sam sees Gollum as a threat and a subversive device within the greater narrative. Sam perceives Gollum as manipulative, dangerous, and beyond redemption. But Frodo sees something else. He sees Smeagol, a broken creature shaped by suffering. His ability to empathize with Gollum establishes a deep connection for Frodo. And if Gollum can come back from the effects of the ring and remain Smeagol, then maybe he can also be redeemed. For Frodo, Gollum is the personified symbol of hope when all hope seems lost. This disagreement isn't just emotional. It's grounded and can be understood through the lens of applied behavioral analysis, or ABA. Gollum's behavior has been shaped by history, reinforcement, and environment. When we look at Gollum through the lens of ABA, we stop asking what's wrong with him and start asking why he behaves the way he does, and whether meaningful change is still possible. Gollum shows all the classic signs of substance abuse. The ring functions as a powerful, tangible reinforcer, one that alters his state of mind, delivers automatic interval rewards, safety, control, and even a sense of euphoria. His obsession with it isn't just psychological, it's behavioral, shaped by 500 years of repetitive behavior. The ring becomes the only thing that consistently meets his internal needs. Like any addiction, it drives him to manipulate, isolate, and relapse. Through ABA, this could be approached the same way it would with any behavior maintained by automatic reinforcement. First, it's important to identify what the reinforcer is doing for the individual, then removing or neutralizing that reinforcer. And finally, we teach a new adaptive behavior that meet the same needs safely, sustainably, and socially. While it's not easy, long-term addiction can complicate the process, but it is possible. With commitment, self-awareness, and support, people can unlearn these patterns. And once destroyed, Gollum, like Frodo and Bilbo, could have learned to live without the ring, if the right conditions were in place. First off, he would likely need a mentor to serve as a behavioral analyst to oversee his behavioral interventions. The first candidates for this role that quickly come to mind are, of course, Aragorn or Gandalf. But I would argue that there's someone who's actually more fit to pair with Gollum in this role. That person is none other than Boromir. Although he's mostly remembered in the vulnerable moments before and during his fall, just before his death, he proves his ability to overcome the power of the ring in its absence. He shows self-awareness and admits his wrongdoing. In the same moment, he expresses great humility by affirming his allegiance to Aragorn, the true king of Gondor. Throughout the Fellowship, he protects Merry and Pippin, defends Frodo, and even shows deep love for his brother Faramir, even shielding him from their father's abuse. In the flashback shown in the extended version of the movies, he is shown as the true captain and leader of Gondor, with a loyal army at his back. He's a natural leader despite his pride. In his final moments, he chooses to turn from his flaws. In many ways, Boromir had all the makings of a natural behavioral analyst. He was firm but compassionate. He mentored the hobbits, modeled protective leadership, and showed insight into the dangers of power and pride. If he had survived, Boromir could have provided something Gollum never had: consistent expectations, pro-social modeling, and empathy grounded in shared experience. Boromir wouldn't have enabled Gollum, but he could have offered structured compassion, the kind that reshapes environments and opens the door to real change. Similar to how he was to Faramir, he could have been the big brother figure Gollum needed to re-enter a social world with guidance, reinforcement, and accountability. So in the end, Gollum really wasn't evil. He was just reinforced into the creature he became. His redemption would have been conditional. One, the ring had to be destroyed. But Gollum could have been saved if only Boromir had lived. Thanks for watching.